talking about running must-haves. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, and if you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your presence. So today's video is probably my most requested video. Everyone seems to be getting into running, which I am so obsessed with. So today is going to be running must-haves. Now, I say this lightly because I have been running since the end of February, so March, which gives us 4 months worth of running. So all of these accessories and everything and opinions that I've got have been based off 4 months of running. So let's get into the running accessory must-haves. Now, I'm gonna say the first thing that I always get asked where they're from, and that is my running sunnies. Now, I love these. I have gotten so much hate on social media about wearing sunnies when you only run a 5K. Like, it's to protect your eyes from the sun. But anyway, so I can't even see the screen when I'm wearing these, but these are Hystride, so I'll put my code here so I'm affiliate with them. But basically, I love their running sunnies. They've got a different couple of styles. These were the first ones that I had. I have a black pair as well in this same style. I wore them on my run yesterday and I have no idea where they are. And then I've got these ones here, which are a bit bigger. They kind of remind me of Pit Vipers. When you feel them, they feel so light. Like, you feel like you could literally snap them. But that's good, because when you're running, the last thing you want are these chunky glasses that are just like weighing you down. I'm gonna get the name of them now. So these ones here are called the Apex Performance Sunnies. And these ones here are the Speed Pro. So I have the black ones also in this style. I preferably like these. They do feel a little bit more stable on my face. Obviously, they've got this brim around it as well, so they just feel a lot more put together, and they also stay on my face better. So this bit here is squeezing my nose, so when I'm running, they're not moving. But I personally love the running sunnies. I think A, they make you go faster, but B, they actually help so much, because the last thing that you want is when you're running for the sun to be right in your eyes and you're running like this. Like, just put the sunnies on and they're so cute. So they're definitely my #1 must-have. Sunnies. You could wear any sunnies, Ray-Bans, you could wear Kmart sunnies. Like, it doesn't really matter, just as long as you're protecting A, your eyesight, but also making sure that you can visibly see what's in front of you. So if you're running on a road or whatever it might be and the sun's in you, it's like blinding your sight, you can't see, there might be a car, you know, etc. So wearing sunnies can protect that, and with the UV as well. So I do highly recommend getting some running sunnies. The link in the caption, so you'll be able to see in the caption of this or the description with my code, so you can save a couple of dollars as well. Now let's talk about headphones and what I have personally gone through and what I use now for my headphones. So I first started with the AirPod Maxes with running. Honestly, do not recommend any over-ear headphones. When you're running with these, oh, I can't hear myself. When you're running with these, not only does it like bob and it's super heavy, but it also makes you so sweaty. Now, this might just be me. So this might just be me. It might be great for you, but I don't know. When I wear overhead headphones, my ears get so sweaty. I feel almost claustrophobic as well. Like, I can't hear anything around me. It frustrates me. So I did start wearing them. I do like the noise cancellation, but I just can't with the heaviness, and it just makes me so hot. So I have resorted to the AirPods of just the Apple headphones. I do believe that like any wireless or even with a wire can be beneficial for you to wear, because obviously it isn't causing your ears to just like profusely sweat. So I prefer the smaller AirPods over the big AirPod Maxes. Let's talk running shoes. I want to be honest with you guys. My first ever running shoes, I actually wore my New Balance. I was in Bali when I first went on my first run, and I wore my New Balance shoes. Do not recommend, but you know what? We all got to start somewhere. All right, so then I went to the shops and I bought some Hoka Clifton 9s. Now, these ones are not preferred when running. The Hyundai 8 of the Hoka shoe is preferred mostly when it comes to running. So I did actually choose the wrong ones when I first started, but you know what? They did their job. I found there was absolutely no support around my ankles. The contact that I was having with the ground in these was really, really hurting my knees. And then I was like, you know what? I want to run a half marathon. This was after like 3 weeks of running. And so I went and was like researching. I'm like, what are the best shoes to buy? What are the best shoes to buy? So I went and bought the Vaporflies in the Nike. Obviously these are very like boom, like runner. And I found these to be really good. So when I first ran my half marathon, I wore these and it was actually the first time I'd ever worn them. I do believe that wearing them in is probably a good idea. They were quite expensive. They are really nice because they do have the fly knit here. But what I would say is you probably don't need them. Like, I believe that going back to an ASICS has always been best for me. These obviously do have like their time and place. Okay, so what I figured with these, apparently the Vaporflies are made for running fast. Now, I'm new to running. I don't know what fast is. I would classify me as fast for what I do, but that's also fast for me, and my version of fast is different for your version of fast. But anyway, I feel like I've had this debate so many times with people in my DMs who are like just having a go at me being like, you're just following a trend with running, this, that. Anyway, so these I found have, yeah, definitely been made for more like sprinting, running, not so like long distance. The Nike Vaporflies. I have read so many controversial things on these shoes. Some people say they're perfect for running 5 kilometers. Some people say they're perfect for running a marathon. I feel like there's no middle. In saying that, when I wore them, I feel like I'm literally running on the ground with my feet rather than wearing shoes. They literally are so light, which is a good thing. But I did find that, again, the contact that I was getting with the ground with these, I think just because I hadn't gotten used to them, was really similar to the Hoka. I felt like they were interfering with my knees, and the joints with the contact to the ground weren't amazing. Overall, I think they're cute, and I would give these probably a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, and now let's get on to my favorite and current running shoe. Now, I was actually kindly gifted these from ASICS, which huge fangirl moment for me. I've always been an ASICS girl. But when I got these, I was like, oh, they're obviously a lot heavier than what the Nike ones are, but they do feel a lot more stable. And I've always played sport and I've always worn ASICS, and I feel like just my body and my feet are used to these. I feel like they comfort my feet quite well. So these are the Pure Gel GT 2012 shoes of the ASICS. They're the LITE show. I honestly think that these are my overall favorite. I wear them day to day. I have literally, ever since I ran that first half marathon in the Nike, I have literally just worn these ever since I got them, and I way prefer them. I feel like they comfort and they look after my ankles a lot better. I feel like I'm quite stable in them. I also find that when I'm in contact with the ground, I feel like I'm literally running on a marshmallow, which is great. I do actually have a history with having runner's knee, so patellar tendonitis. So I do find that anything where the contact is too hard and the impact on my knees or any of my joints, I feel like I do get flare-ups quite a lot. But when I wear the ASICS, I find that it actually reduces the impact. So that's why I love them. They are also a lot cheaper. I think they're like half the price of the Nike shoes. So I would always recommend, for me anyway, a ASICS. I find that they're just durable and they do the job perfectly. So I would rate them a 9.5 out of 10. Okay guys, I know this is all that you've been wanting to see, is where is my running vest and belt from? So, something that's very popular in my comments at the moment is you don't need to wear a vest for a 2 kilometer or 5 kilometer or 5, like whatever, like, you know what? I don't care. If I see someone on a run wearing a vest, in my head, I'm like, oh, I like that, where's it from? I don't think, oh, I wonder how far they're running, they shouldn't be. No, why are people so judgmental? You know what, like, okay. Before I get into this, I need to have a discussion. Why does what other people do trigger other people so easily? Like, that video that I posted, it got, I think it's at like 4 million views on Instagram, which for me, I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. But anyway, I have so many people in the comments being like, you only run for the accessories, you only do this, you only do that because of this and that. These people don't know me. They are basing and judging me from a social media platform. They have no idea who I am. They don't know my story. They don't know why I started running. Yet they're able to judge me for wearing a vest on a 10-kilometer run. Like, I'm sorry, ignore the vest. I did a 10-kilometer run. Like, that is incredible. And even if I wore a vest going on for a walk. This is my running vest. So this one is the Lululemon one. So I got the small to medium. I love it. It has so many different compartments. Like, I put my phone in this one. There's another one here. So you can put your gels, your water. It's got its little, I actually don't know what these do. But anyway, then they've got like little pockets here for you to put like your headphones in, any other gels, sunscreen, lip gloss. What else do people bring on runs? Water, lollies, dates, like whatever it is, you name it, hair ties, you can literally pack everything in this bad boy. Like, I actually do love it. Very durable and yeah, really, really comfortable. I love it. And so yeah, this is what I typically wear on my runs, but I will actually swap depending on the weather. So if the weather is hot, I probably won't wear the vest just because it gets so sweaty, because it's just like you're wearing a whole nother overgarment. But I will, okay, so this is my Amazon one. This was the first ever belt that I got when I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be a running girly. So I went on Amazon. Oh, something's in there. I went on Amazon and I bought this. Look, it was good whilst it lasted. But because of its material, when you actually put it on, like, picture my phone in here. When you're running, it literally just goes like this. And it stretches and you can't tighten it. So I got a Lululemon one, which is also really good. I just don't know where it is right now. That is what I wear typically when it's hot outside, because obviously you don't get as hot wearing that. It does fit my phone, although it is very squished. So if I want my phone, my keys, and my headphones in there, it is really, really annoying. But in saying that, I mean, I usually just put my headphones in and don't bring the case, and then it works. I used to hold my phone when I ran. Like, when I first started, I would hold my phone and hold my keys. But I found that I was actually like getting really sore biceps and I'd get a stitch. I know you can't get stitches here, but just hear me out. I would get like this really sharp pain all through here, and it was because I was squeezing my phone and my keys so hard that when I was running, I was actually tensing all of here. And so obviously when you run, you don't want to be tensing your upper body because it's really easy to get really tight traps. And so that was what was happening. So I was like, no, I need to get something that's a lot more durable for me, but also like something that actually is going to benefit me. So getting a running vest or a belt is actually really beneficial for me, no matter how far I'm running, whether it's a 2-kilometer, whether I'm doing sprints, whatever I'm doing. I do find that it is a lot easier to just chuck my phone on there. Okay, so now let's talk about what I eat before I go on a run. I typically will have either a banana or some dates. They're really high in potassium, and the carbs are also obviously ideal for pre-training. It's perfect when you are going for a run, or maybe even you're going like doing a big gym session. I personally find that having the dates or the banana are the best for me. It's not too heavy, but it's also enough that I actually feel like I have eaten something. So another thing that I'm going to review is going to be watches. Now, I have actually a whole video on the Apple Watch versus the Garmin, so you can watch that video and get a in-depth description of both watches and my opinion on both. But I would say that I'm finding the Garmin is best for running, although the Apple Watch is definitely better for lifestyle, which is better for me when I'm at the gym, because when I'm on my Garmin at the gym, it thinks that I've only done 3 reps after an hour and a half of training. So anyway, love that. I would recommend the Garmin though if you are specifically just a runner, then I would go for the Garmin. But if you're wanting more of a lifestyle, but also like a way to connect to the people around you, and you know, with the Bluetooth connectivity and all of that kind of stuff, I would go for the Apple Watch. But yeah, anyway, they are probably my most popular questions around the accessories that I use. If there is anything that does pop into my mind about something that I missed, I can always pop it into the comments, or I'll just make another video of round 2. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you got something from this. I mean, obviously my experience would be different to another person that's doing it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that my opinion matters to you, and by everything that I've shown you can help dictate the decision of what you buy with your running. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything that I feel like I might have missed, I can always pop it into the description below and be like, oh, this is what I recommend. But otherwise, I might even just do another video of round 2. But that is basically everything from me. I hope that you guys have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for watching, and please drop down below with any recommendations of things that you want me to overview or even just do a review on. I would love to give you guys what you want. So I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Also, don't forget to follow me on Strava. Bye.